Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Triple R role players provide the Lakers all the hope they need. After beating Atlanta Monday night, the Lakers are now 5 games over .500, their best record in 3 years. Their winning ways have been led, as usual, by their all-star duo of Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Each player, as good as he is, has still managed to surpass expectations. AD has missed only 4 games all season and has been a dominant force on both ends of the court, averaging 25 points, 12.5 rebounds, 2.5 blocks, and 3.6 assists. He is a legitimate Defensive Player of the Year candidate. LeBron continues to defy Father Time, putting up historical numbers in his age 39 season, 25 points, a team-leading 8 assists, and 7 rebounds a game while connecting at a career-best 40.6% clip from three-point range. Yet this duo has been dynamic all season long. What has fueled the turnabout has been the play of the supporting cast, most particularly the uptick in production this calendar year of the Triple Rs, D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, and Rui Hachimura. Some fans will never forgive D'Lo for his poor series against Denver in last season's Western Conference Finals. They called him garbage, a choker and worse, and insisted he couldn't be counted on by a winning ball club. If they had their way, he would have been traded for a bag of popcorn. Thankfully, the Lakers front office didn't panic and stuck with Russell. Perhaps they understood that Russell is not a prototypical point guard. He's not blessed with a lightning-quick first step and can't jump very high. Yet he makes up for those deficiencies with a quick release on his excellent outside shot and with first-rate court vision that allows him to deliver the ball to open teammates. After an uneven couple of months to start the season, Russell has emerged from the shadows of his 2 all-star teammates to propel the team to victory. For the season, he's averaging 18.1 points and 6.4 assists while shooting 42.4% from behind the arc, all excellent numbers for a third banana. But since being reinserted into the starting lineup on January 13, D'Lo has been nothing short of spectacular. In the last 29 games, he's averaging 22.1 points and 6.8 assists, while converting an outstanding 45.3% of his three-point tries. Russell has scored in double figures 27 of those 29 games in the starting lineup. He's made at least 2 three-pointers in 17 of the last 19. And he was magnificent in the Lakers' recent win over Milwaukee, scoring 44 points while shooting 9 to 12 from deep. Additionally, he's playing the best defense of his career, using his long arms to deflect passes and disrupt the opposition. At age 28, D'Lo should be entering his prime. If he and the team can agree on a contract extension this summer, Laker fans will be the beneficiaries. Expectations were high for this third-year guard, particularly after his performance in last season's playoffs and for Team USA this summer. But he admittedly got off to a slow start. Like Russell, he was removed from the starting lineup for a spell. As a Manu Ginobili-type sixth man, AR began to rediscover the magic that attracted so many fans last year. Overall, he's averaging a respectable 15.8 points and 5.5 assists this season, while shooting a better-than-average 37.7% from beyond the arc. But in the 35 games since returning to the starting lineup on January 3, he's been even better. Since then, Reeves is averaging 16.6 points and 6.0 assists, while connecting on just under 40% of his long-distance attempts. He scored in double figures in 17 straight games, 20 of his last 21 and 25 of his last 27. Reeves had a highlight game against the Celtics last month, scoring 32 points while shooting 7 to 10 from deep and leading the team to an unexpected victory in Boston. He turns age 26 in May and has publicly stated he'd like to remain a Laker for life. Fans can only hope that his wish is granted. For now, he's under contract for the next 2 seasons. He's another player who had an outstanding postseason a year ago but got off to a slow start this season. He suffered a series of relatively minor injuries that undoubtedly contributed. For the full season, Hachimura is averaging 12.8 points while shooting 41.2% beyond the arc and a career-high 53.1% overall. Those are mighty good numbers for a guy who is fifth on the team in shot attempts. But like the other two Rs, Rui has raised his game since becoming a starter on February 3rd. In the 19 games since then, he's averaging 15.3 points while shooting 43.5% from deep. He's scored in double figures in 13 of the last 16 games and has hit a three-pointer in 12 of the last 14. And he's made several clutch fourth-quarter shots. Report: Gabe Vincent nearing return for Lakers, expects to play this season. After so much time of no news and updates, the reports coming out on Gabe Vincent in recent weeks have been repetitive, even if also positive. The newest report on Tuesday was much of the same, but also had a bit more relevancy to it. Allow me to explain. First, the good news. According to longtime NBA reporter Mark Stein, Gabe Vincent remains on track to return this season, with said return getting closer and closer. Why was this relevant on Tuesday? Well, early in the day, a report from Bill Ryder of CBS Sports stated that all three of Christian Wood, Vincent and Jared Vanderbilt were done for the season. It's a report that certainly did not track with the latest updates received on the latter two. This is where it's important for fans to have a healthy amount of skepticism. The updates on Vincent and Vondo have been, at worst, the two were still status quo in terms of their recovery. If it feels like an update is a drastic change in the other direction in a quick time and it comes from someone who, with all due respect, does not regularly report Lakers news or break stories of any nature regarding the team, then there's fair reason to be skeptical about it and not simply take it as fact. As things stand, it feels unlikely Vincent is back on Friday against the Sixers, but his return feels very close. There's another home game on Sunday before a lengthy road trip and, at worst, the road trip could be the target for his return. Vanderbilt feels further away, but nothing has indicated he's going to be out for the season. With Wood, there seems to be a decent chance he doesn't return in the regular season, but if the team makes a run in the postseason, it certainly seems plausible he'll be back this year. So, breathe easy, Lakers fans. Injuries haven't certainly been an issue for the Lakers this season, but it's all been good news of late. Lakers optimistic offseason target a six-time All-Star. The Los Angeles Lakers are expected to be active in the offseason, looking to fill the holes on their roster. With a 37-32 record and sitting in ninth place in the Western Conference, the Lakers have plenty they need to do. Of the top priorities, adding a third star around LeBron James and Anthony Davis should be at the top of their list. With players on the market who fit that need, Demar Derozan could be the best fit. Andy Bailey of Bleacher Report gave his optimistic player the Lakers could land, naming Derozan as that player. If Derozan is satisfied with all the money he's earned to this point in his illustrious career, the opportunity to play for his hometown team for the modest taxpayers' mid-level exception could be intriguing. And while he may not make a ton of sense for a starting five that already includes ball dominance from LeBron James and a lack of shooting from Anthony Davis, he could be a dominant sixth man. Derozan, despite being 34 years old, has been as good as ever for the Chicago Bulls. He's averaging 23.2 points on 47.5% shooting, marking his third straight year averaging at least 23.2 points in Chicago. The Los Angeles Lakers decided to stay put during the trade deadline. It was a surprising decision given the age of James, but one that allows them to land a player of Derozan's caliber in the offseason. Sam Amick, Anthony Slater, and Jovan Buha of The Athletic on February 14 wrote about the Lakers' offseason plans, hinting at them looking to add a third star in the summer. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation, DeMar DeRozan? Leave your opinion in the comments.